watching out for you. This is Storm Team 8.
Well, good morning, West Michigan. We continue to monitor the latest on a developing weather situation across the area this morning, which could interfere with your morning commute, and that is dense fog that has formed. In fact, we've got visibility now as good as it's been all morning in many locations, up to a half mile in Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, Grand Rapids, and Holland. A mile now in Muskegon and Grand Haven, 1 mile visibility around South Haven as well. And you can see the visibility a little better to the south, Benton Harbor, Sturgis, Coldwater, Jackson, Lansing, up toward Mount Pleasant. So again, in those areas off to the east and north, we do have air visibility that has improved a little, and to the south, visibility has improved significantly. So the bottom line here, could encounter some patchy dense fog this morning, a murky start to the day. Then, well, make sure you have those umbrellas handy today, as we've got heavy rain developing, widespread rain, and maybe even some embedded thunder out there as well. Temperatures in the mid-50s for highs today, and we'll turn cooler here for the rest of the week. High temperatures only in the 40s here as we head through the middle to tail end of the week. This morning, here's a look at current temperatures. 43 degrees in Grand Rapids. It's 41 now in Holland, Muskegon, 39 degrees in South Haven and Grand Haven, 39 also in Kalamazoo, 40 from Battle Creek to Coldwater and Ionia, 39 now this morning in Lansing. You can see here on Storm Track Live Radar, we continue to monitor a little bit of light rain trying to move into the area, but boy, there's a huge area of precipitation back to our west and southwest, and that's the beginning of what's going to become a very soggy stretch of weather here in West Michigan. In fact, meteorologist Matt Kirkwood has been digging into the computer models and has the latest analysis on how much rain we're going to see.
Yeah, not a very pleasant week ahead of us, Terry. Next 48 hours, we are going to have to deal with a lot of rain, about 1 to 3 inches of rain in general in most locations. Could we see isolated spots a little bit more? That is a possibility. Let's focus on today's rain right now. You can see it develops by the noon hour, about a 1/4 of an inch to around 2/10 of an inch of rain up to around I-96, a little bit less to the north, a little bit more right along the Michigan-Indiana state line. And then as we continue through the rest of the afternoon, it doesn't show a great deal more during the afternoon hours, but tonight and right on through tomorrow, it continues to add up. By tomorrow morning, a lot of us will be looking at the potential of 3/4 of an inch of rain to around an inch of rain. It prints out the heaviest up around M20. Really, with this type of system, it could be anywhere with the heaviest precipitation setting up here in southwest lower Michigan. By 7 o'clock on Wednesday evening, many of us between 1 to 3 inches worth of rain. Then once we get beyond this time step into Thursday and also Friday, we're going to have to add in the chance of wintry mix of precipitation to the forecast, which does show up in the 8-day forecast.
Well, that's right. We've got cooler air settling in starting tomorrow. Matt, I know you've been talking about the transition to a much cooler Wednesday for about the last week or so, and you can certainly see temps only in the 40s for highs here on Wednesday, and it looks like that's going to be the beginning of an even cooler stretch of weather that takes us through the end of the week and into the weekend, and we could actually make the transition back into some warmer air by early next week, but of course that changeover comes along with more rain. Not going to need the sunglasses much here the next 8 days, so that's kind of the going theme here. If you misplaced them, you got a while to look.
So we're still going with the 17th. Maybe the 17th we see some kind of warm up.
You know what? I'm not.
All bets are off.
This pattern
is,
the way this pattern's been, I'm betting on cold now.
I'm saying July.
This is gonna be a tough.
July.
I feel like I'm
that might be a safe bet.
out on a limb here. July, I think.
Okay.
Great. You know, there was a year like this where we just basically didn't have a summer.
Yeah.
It never got warm.
2009.
Yeah.
Was that what it was? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really painful. So hopefully we won't see that again.
97 was a pretty cool start to the summer as well, because I know I was pregnant that year, and I was wearing turtleneck on 4th of July.
That's what you said.
And I didn't mind because I was expecting a baby.
Yeah.
Turtleneck on the 4th of July. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you ordered that kind of weather when you were pregnant,
on purpose,
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Terry.